Being an MMA referee isn't easy by any means. Many referees in MMA have been passed around more than Kim Kardashian, going from the top dog to UFC, and if they don't do a good enough job there, they get cut by Dana White and then move to a shittier promotion like Bellator. There's a guy by the name of Steve Mazzagatti, who's known as one of the worst refs in MMA history.
Does anybody here disagree with me that Mazzagatti is a fucking toolbox? When he goes limp, and he's out. Then he rolls him fucking over. Lets his head fucking flop to the thing and then stands up over him. He's literally like this, standing up over him before Mazzagatti even fucking gets in the picture. The guy has no fucking idea what he's looking at. I said it a long time ago. The guy shouldn't even be watching MMA on television.
For the guy who made MMA famous, if he's saying you shouldn't be watching MMA and you're a ref, you're probably a horrible ref. But what if I told you guys that there's an even worse ref than Steve Mazzagatti? Yes, I seen a video earlier in my timeline on Twitter, and this shit brought me to this shock. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this ref? He must have had something against the other guy, because I'm sitting there thinking like, bro, that's the only reason you couldn't have stopped this fight, is you hated the guy that was getting mauled. They could have switched the ref's uniform and put a chimpanzee in that uniform, threw him in there, and everything would have been perfectly fine. This ref, in the famous words of Dana White, he's a
fucking toolbox.
Figure four. This is he got it. This is tight. This is very, very tight. This is as deep as they get.
Wow, squeezing with everything.
So this guy in the red corner, Cherez, has the guy in the blue corner, Vasquez, in a triangle, and this dude Vasquez is out of it, and he doesn't even know if his arm is gonna get broke or not. He feels nothing. He is out of it. He can't feel anything, and this ref should stop the fight, but this ref is dumb as shit, and I can see that this promotion is sponsored by OnlyFans. They got an OnlyFans ref in this damn ring right now. Oh my goodness, someone is gonna die.
Vasquez is asleep.
He is out.
Is he out? I think Vasquez.
Is he out?
No, he's not. He's moving his hands.
Oh man.
Oh, he's breathing like he's out. He's breathing like he's asleep.
Every MMA referee's dream is to make it to the UFC, and this referee here, the only place he's making it to is the White Castle flipping burgers, because this guy, how does he have a job? How the hell does he have a job? The announcers are saying the dude is out. You can hear everyone screaming the dude is out. You're about to kill this guy. You're about to have a murder on your hands, my boy.
Look at his leg.
He's out. He is out. He's out.
I think he's asleep.
He's out. No,
Yeah, he's out.
Wow.
Frank, he's out. He's out.
Frank, what? Oh my gosh.
So I'm guessing the referee's name is Frank, because they're screaming Frank, he's out, and Frank won't listen. Big Frank, what are you doing? Are you over there on your phone? Are you doing your taxes? What are you paying attention to the match? Are you doing your job, Frank? This guy could have died. Respect to the fighter in the red, because the fighter in the red had this dude out in a triangle, then he switches it to an arm bar, which is respectable because he could have killed this guy, but he changed it to an arm submission, hurting his arm instead of, ending his life. I mean, the guy who's winning even says the dude's out. How many he's outs do you need? Like, do you need your ears checked? I just think you're too damn old to be reffing. What the fuck is wrong with you, my guy?
Frank, it's done. What are you doing? It's done!
I think he's tapping with his
What
foot.
is he doing?
So it's crazy.
Tap! Oh my gosh, what is happening?
There's the
Frank
tap.
Colazzo!
So what was nuts, the triangle put him out for sure. And then Chavez switched off to the armbar, and he woke up out of the triangle into the armbar.
This guy makes Steve Mazzagatti look like a pro. Listen, this guy could have seriously, the fighter, He could have seriously died in there if the other fighter wasn't smart and changed it to an armbar, because this guy was unconscious and he was still getting choked out while being unconscious. It's just not good to see at all. This guy would never make it up to even Bellator, definitely not the UFC. I mean, this ref is done after this, but you could see that he finally became, like, after being unconscious, he came back to life, you know what I mean? Like, he noticed what was going on and he started tapping because, well, this guy dislocated his arm. Yes, he got his arm dislocated when he should have just, you know, the referee should have stopped the fight and everything could have been good. This guy could have kept going with his MMA career, could have fought in the next 3-4 months. But now he probably has to wait a year or maybe even longer because he got an arm injury, not because this dumbass ref doesn't know what he's doing. I think this ref didn't read any of the rules, didn't, you know, look into the booking, none of that to see how to be a ref. I think he just watches MMA on TV and thinks, okay, listen, when they're in a submission, you just gotta wait till they tap and everything's good. No! So here's the fighter who had to deal with all that. I feel bad. His corner kind of betrayed him the same. Like, this corner should have ran in there and fucking knocked that referee out. That referee must have had money on the fight. That dude was a McDonald's manager and they gave him a referee job, bro. I don't know. That's crazy, but this guy, it looks nasty. It looks nasty. He says here, I was out, now I have to deal with a potential fracture on my arm and some ligaments damaged too. Ligaments, that's not good. Ligament damage isn't good at all. Takes months to recover. I just feel bad for him, man, because, like, it's hard to make it in MMA, even to make money in MMA, and his injuries are just major setbacks, not minor setbacks, major setbacks, and, you know, that's tough, man. You got to get back. You got to go to that referee's house and get back and put him in that same arm bar and triangle choke and make sure he's unconscious. And yeah, that's about it for today, guys. Hopefully I never have to show you Big Frank refereeing an MMA match ever again. This guy should never step near an octagon, and I mean that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
None of them up, none of them stuck. Ain't no more love. Cares in my ear, but I could have bought a truck. I had to cook the dope up on the Sunday.